Hey guys, welcome back to the Card Brothers. I threw together a little compilation that I'm going to play right after this clip of some of my favorite moments that we've had on the channel so far to commemorate hitting 100 subscribers. Really excited to be able to share these moments with you. It's been an amazing journey, and it's actually gone by really quick, so I'm super happy that you guys are enjoying the content, and I'm really happy to be able to share some of my favorite hobbies with you guys. So I feel really lucky to be able to do this. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the vlog right after. Peace. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that. I know I had a great time making it for you. It was such a blast throwing all those clips together for you all. I just wanted to say thank you so much for 100 subscribers. It's a huge thing for me because I've really wanted to do something like this for a really long time, and it's so cool that I'm able to show off one of my favorite hobbies in my life and also get to share it with all of you. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. And I mean, that was just 100 subscribers, so we're gonna have so many cool moments and so much fun stuff to share. So again, thank you guys. As you guys can see, I actually won this locals last week. I'm playing Tearlaments. Really been liking the deck. I actually thought I hated it when it first came out, but it's turned out to be a really fun deck for me now that it's not absolutely insane. My opponent's actually on Invoke Shadal, which I haven't seen in forever, but still a really broken deck. He made Mechaba. He has a set beast, I believe. He has Polly on the field, so he's going to send the Alistair and the beast to make Winda, and then beast is going to let him draw. Absolutely insane. I mean, he has an Omni Negate. He has Mechaba. He did use the Alistair, so hopefully he doesn't have another one in hand, because if he does, I'm really screwed. So I start by activating the field spell, which lets me search. And as you can see, Cisco's actually hooking me up with some of the Dogmatica ritual cards. Those cards are absolutely amazing. I'm really hoping to play that deck for a little bit in the future. So I go ahead and add Sheeran. Sheeran doesn't really deal with his board right now though, so we use our one special summon under Winda on Fenrir. And so I attempt to enter battle and declare an attack on the Winda. I think he's just thinking before I enter battle here. Yeah, so before I enter battle, he's going to go ahead and use Schism. I believe he summons a Apgalone, which is still a really good card. It's a shame he doesn't play Shek, because Shek could have just sent my Fenrir, but he had another Alistair in hand, so yeah, I mean, it's a fun and fair balanced deck, right? Hopefully he can't kill me on the follow-up, because he does have an Apgalone that can attack directly and not enough damage on board to kill. So we're just gonna set one and pass. Hope he can't kill me. I don't really know what's going on. So he goes ahead and normal summons Edgem Chain, attacks my Jackalope, attacks for a bunch of damage, and then I believe he just passes here. So we still have to play through this Mechaba and Winda. Luckily we top deck another Fenrir, which is absolutely broken because it does out this Winda. So we'll go Fenrir effect, or Fenrir attack the Winda, main phase 2, activate Sheeran to summon and mill and pitch, which is broken, heal Mechaba, negate it, and then on resolution we'll go effect of Fenrir, and we choose to banish his Schism. We'll activate Poly using all 3 cards to make Guardian Chimera. So we'll go Chimera 1, I believe that's Kelbeck 2. So I'll choose to pop the Mechaba and draw 2. And then on resolution, I'm thinking about what I want to do here. So Tier Cash mills 2 more. Effective Nessie. Hits the Nessie. Jackson Grave, so it doesn't do anything, which is really unfortunate. Let's see. So we pass there. He attempts to activate Patchwork, but I believe he doesn't have a target for Patchwork. Both his chains are engraved, so he can't use Patchwork. Don't remember what he does here. Attacks into my Guardian Chimera. Adds another Patchwork. I think he's just trying to thin his deck here. And passes. Use the effect of Zephyros, targeting the field spell to bounce it. Activate the field spell to search. Add Rhino. Normal Rhino effect. Send Havness effect. Using the Rhino Engrave to make a Kaleido. Kaleido, target to spin. Planet will pop. This deck is still absolutely absurd. Even through his board, we were able to play. So we'll go ahead and go game with the Redoer and the 2 other guys we had. So that was a really, really great match. I'll see you guys in the next one. Alrighty guys, game number 2. I believe he forces me to go first here, which is really terrible because I sided in all going second cards, and I don't really have a way to do anything. I believe I opened Kaiju Slumber, and I wasn't sure if you can use this card's effect if there are no monsters on the field. And the only card I had in hand that I could normal was a Guido. So I just try to use it so that way I can ask Cisco, the judge here, if I can. I just wasn't sure. And so with that, I'm just going to have to pass. Like, I literally can't play anything. I want to keep the Agido in hand, so I just have to pray he can't kill me here. So as long as he doesn't have anything, we should be fine. So he'll go ahead and summon Lubellion. Lubellion 1, I believe that's... gosh, the Shadal. Go ahead and use Wendy and Lubellion. Summon Beast. It's going to be a very similar board, I believe, to what he had in the first game. Go ahead and use Poly, Beast, draw. So he has 51 on board right now. Draws off Beast. I don't think he opened away to Alistair. Not that it really matters because he doesn't have too much engrave. He's just trying to see if there's enough damage in to to kill me here, because he does know I have Kaiju Slumber. Luckily, Winda can't be destroyed by Kaiju Slumber. So yeah, looking at his hand, he just has the 51, sets 1 and passes. So we go ahead, we start by giving him a Gamma Seal over the Winda, and then activate the field spell. Field spell lets me search. Tier Cache. Activate Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Slumber, give him this. Take a Doggerin. Activate Poly. We're going to go for another Guardian Chimera play. We have a Mali and a Guido in hand. So this actually goes crazy because we end up milling 5 and drawing 2 and popping his back row, which is absolutely crazy. He's looking at his extra because I believe he has a set Super Poly. I don't think we hit anything there. So draw 2, pop the back row. It was a Super Poly. Use the effect of Tier Cache. Banish the Fenrir, summon, mill 3 more, 2, 3. We hit a Murley and a Scream, which are both really good hits. So we'll go ahead and use the Murley as Chainlink 1 and Scream Chainlink 2 to add the Soliek, fusing the Malicious into a Dangerous. Use Dangerous effect, pitch another Kaiju Slumber, send, summon, overlay, make Beatrice effect. Send a Kelbeck. Kelbeck's going to make us both mill 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We hit a King of the Swamp. Didn't really hit anything, which kind of blows. We needed to hit one more name for game here. But we do have quite a formidable board. So swing, swing, swing. Go main 2, set a card, and pass. So he'll draw. I believe we hit both of his Alistairs with our Agido and Kelbeck. So we'll go effect of Beatrice and draw, making fusing these 2 away for a Grapha. And he'll just go ahead and scoop there. So this was a really fun match. I haven't played against this deck in forever. Let me know what you guys thought of this one in the comments down below. I'm going to show off one more match after this one. But we did end up playing, I think, 4 or 5 matches that night. It was a really, really great time. If you're in the area, make sure you check out Kitchen Table. Absolutely amazing events, lots of attendance, really, really fun decks. Even though I wasn't playing against meta, we do have a lot of Cashtira players, a lot of Sprite players, and obviously the community is just amazing, as you saw in the beginning of this video. So see you guys in the next. Alrighty guys, so this is actually the final round here up against Mason, who is a absolutely amazing player. We actually played at the regionals and had a draw. That was my one draw that day. And so as you can see here, game 1, I kind of brick. I use my Nessie, and Nessie hits Nessie. Jackalope doesn't hit, which I kind of wanted to hit because I wanted the Nessie on board. And so like my hand's like Malicious, Agido. I think I drew into like a Soliek, so I set the Soliek and have to pass. So Mason absolutely goes full combo, and I believe he OTKs me in this game. This deck has a lot of power now. The branded deck, it's just absolutely nuts with Gorgonol, that Giga Chad Dragon or whatever it's called. It was a really, really fun match against Mason. We always have a lot of fun. Very courteous player. And so he goes ahead, he branded fusions. I think he ends up making Dragoon and Mirror Jade here and just killing me right out. So we'll see. I think he sends, Dark Magician, Fallen of Albaz, summon Lubellion 1, pitch, and then Cartesia 2, and then Brandon in red 3. So Brandon in red resolve summons Jade, Cartesia resolve summons Gorgonol, and then Lubellion resolve summoning freaking Dragoon. So, I mean, this is just absolutely crazy. He played this really, really well. So moving on to the next game, I do get to go first here, and my hand is much, much better. So go ahead and start with Scream, and then activate the field spell. Field spell will search me Sheeran. Sheeran effect. Oh no, sorry. King of the Swamp effect first. Activate Sheeran, pitch Kelbeck, mill 3, and then we'll go ahead and use Kelbeck and Scream. Scream's gonna add Soliek, and then we both mill 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. We hit Agito, so we both mill 5 more. And we also use the Screams effect. Hit Meta Noise. Hit Soliek. Hit Rhino. Just crazy mills. So we go Rhino effect, summon, pitch, Murley, and then we'll resolve the Havness we hit after we resolve the Soliek. And then we'll use the Murley to go into a Grapha. And then we'll add back the Tear Cache off of the Meta Noise. Tear Cache effect, banish the Fenrir effect, mill 3, hit another King of the Swamp, which is just nuts. Overlay these two for a Redoer, set a Soliek. So we have in hand, I believe, a Poly, and we have a good discard for Grapha with the field spell and Redoer. But the biggest part isn't even the fact that we have a pretty decent board. It's the fact that we also hit his Fallen of Albaz. 2 of them. We hit both of the Fallen of Albazes he plays in his deck. And we hit the Cartesia. Cartesia going to grave isn't great for us, but it doesn't really do anything for him right now. So he'll go ahead. We'll make the Rukulos with the Redoer. He'll go Foolish. Send the Serenir. Use the Serenir's effect. Believe we also have a Shuffler Engrave. Mudora maybe. Send the opening just as protection in the grave. I think he's trying to protect whatever he summoned here. I think in his hand I see a Dark Magician too, which is absolutely hilarious. Activate Branded Loss. So Branded Loss is a pretty good card here for him, but unfortunately Grapha doesn't negate the fusion summon. It negates it. It doesn't negate at all. It just makes that card's effect become I discard a card. So we go ahead and add the Havness, because Havness is going to let us fuse again after we use Grapha or Rukulos. So he adds Branded Fusion, or he's thinking about adding Branded Fusion, and then ends up adding the Branded in white, realizing he has both Fallen of Albaz's engraved. That's just I think it's just a fusion spell. So he's protected under the Branded Loss, but since I added the Havness, if he goes Branded in white, we don't negate it. We make his effect become I discard a card, and then we'll use that Havness to make a Kaleido, and then Kaleido will spin that Branded Lost. So even if he had a Branded Fusion in hand, Rukulos can negate that. So that was the reason we played that way there. Really, really fun game. So we're going to go ahead and move on to game 3. Alrighty guys, jumping into game 3 against Mason. He does elect to go first. And so he's going to start with a fusion deployment, revealing the Grand Giga Chad, Grand Garganol, Grand Giga, I don't know. Summon Ecclesia. This deck says some crazy stuff now. I actually really like it compared to what it used to be. I used to be really frustrated with how this deck played. So he goes ahead, activates the Brand Infusion, sends a Lubellion. And so here I'm like wiping sweat off my head because I was like, oh, you know, he's not going to be able to get to the Gimmick Puppet here, right? So he'll go Albion 1 and then Cartesia 2, summon Grand Gigachad, Garganol. I don't know what it's called. I really don't. And then we'll go ahead and banish these two to summon the Jade. Mason's gotten absolutely insane with this deck. It's always such a blast playing him because I'm always shocked with how he does his combos. So go ahead and send the Gimmick Puppet, banish the Jade, set a card, set another card, and phase Albion goes ahead and sets the Expulsion. And Expulsion's going to let him summon the Gimmick Puppet to my field in my draw phase, tributing the Granganol, summoning a Cartesia. And so I just have to make sure I'm not going crazy. Really unfortunate because we had such an amazing hand. We still have an Evenly in hand. So we go ahead and declare the effect of King of the Swamp, which will be called by here. So we'll go ahead and go normal Merly 1, Scream 2. Lets me mill cards. We'll use the effect of the Tier Cash. We also hit a Sheeran, which is unfortunate because that's 2 of our 3 names now taken up. So we're going to have to hit a Havness or hit a Shuffler to really do much of anything. But we also do get to resolve Scream. So we'll go ahead and set a card. And in the end phase, he actually books our Merly, which is absolutely insane because our Scream can't trigger. We can't trigger our Soliek that we set because we don't control a Tearlaments monster. Unfortunately, I don't think he has follow-up. The Gimmick Puppet is really, really good, but if you are not able to commit anything afterwards, it's not as great. Unfortunately, I don't think he can make anything right now. So he'll go ahead and set a card. I'll draw into a Malicious, and Malicious doesn't do much. So we'll use the effect of King of the Swamp. We're just clarifying called by real quick. Called by is until the end of the next turn. So not the player's next turn, but the following turn. So we'll go ahead and off of King of the Swamp add Poly. Banish Kaiju Slumber. Add a Gamma Seal. Just reading this card real quick because I don't really want him to get anything because I don't have a lot of plays here. So go ahead and summon the Gamma Seal. Lets me mill 3. I do hit Havness, which is absolutely crazy. Havness Rhino, but I don't think I have another tier card in hand. So we'll go ahead and use those two to summon a Grapha. On summon, he'll declare the effect of Grand Gigachad Engrave, which will be met with my Grapha. And I'll pitch the Evenly that's doing nothing right now. Activate Poly to make Chimera. And you can't make Chimera with two Malicious, but I have to use the Merly anyways, which is actually better for us regardless. So we'll go ahead and use Merly to summon out Kaleido. That's Chainlink 2 and Chimera is Chainlink 1. Pop both the back row and my Gamma Seal. And with that, we have game on board. So it was an absolutely amazing match. Really enjoyed playing against Mason. And again, I just want to thank you all for hitting us to 100 subscribers. Let's aim for the sky. I'm having such a great time with all of you guys. So if you have any recommendations for content or any feedback, I'd love to hear it. Please make sure you leave a comment down below letting me know what you want to see next. And make sure while you're down there to hit the like and subscribe button. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.